guys, it's Gracie. I'm just gonna film my everyday talk through makeup tutorial with you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just gonna put it on my eyes and put some powder over it to prime them for eyeshadow. Okay, so to set my eyes with powder, I'm just going to go in with the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. And I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in the shade... Sorry, this thing's so hard to open. In the shade Levitation. And I'm just going to put that all over the area where I just put concealer. Okay, now we're gonna start on eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna be taking my Morphe 35K palette, and the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this pinky, it's like a brown pink, it's like a nudish pink. You'll see it. So I'm just gonna go in with this. All my brushes are Morphe brushes. It's just like that kind of brush. I'm just going to take it on this and just go straight in on the crease. On kind of like the outer corner. Make it go up a little bit. Not too high. But so you just want to take it like that high. And then I'm just going to take this other Morphe brush, it just kind of round on the end, like this. And I'm going to take the Meet Matte Trimini in the shade Matte Moskowitz. It's like a purpley, it's like a dark purple. I'm just going to take my brush and put this right in between my crease and that pink color I just put. And now we're just going to blend that out. And to blend this out, I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply the pink shade. So there's that. And then we're just going to take this little slanted brush, and we're going to take this color in the 35K palette, this just pure black, it's very opaque, and we're just going to put it like on the outer corner of your eye. You don't want to be too heavy-handed with this because it can turn very ugly very quickly. We're just going to take that same brush again that we've been using, blend this in. Blend the whole thing together. Make sure it's gradual, not just very like pink, purple, black, because that can get very crazy very quickly. I'm just gonna add some more of that purple in there, because I don't really know how I feel about the way it's blending, so we're just gonna put some more purple in there, make sure that all the colors are seen, not just the black, 'cause that would look kind of crazy. And as you see, when you start blending, it will start taking it higher. If you don't want to take it that high, then you just need to start like lowering your crease, and you can just like do that if it gets kind of messy with the makeup wipe. That's why I always like to do my eye makeup first, because I feel like if I do my foundation first, then it gets very messy, and I just don't like the way it looks. And I'm sorry if I'm like looking up, that's like where my mirror is, so that is why. So do the other eye the exact same way. That's not good. Okay, so that's pretty much where we're at for now. And we're going to take this flat brush. It's just a plain flat brush. Go back into that pink shade and go right in the center of your eyelid. Just to help clean it up. Just make sure that you're not going too far in with that black. Just make everything look a little bit smoother. Okay. Maybe I should just clip my hair back. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So we're going to do it on this eye. If you need to, just run back over the top of what you already done with this pink shade. It'll really help buff it out. And then we're going to go in with this. It's tapered. We're just going to go in with it, spray it with a little bit of setting spray. And go into this just like white shade right here in the 35K palette. And just add a little bit of that on the inner corner. Just like that. Just get off the excess. Now we're gonna take this eyeliner by, it's Liquid Brush Tip Illustrative Eyeliner by M Cosmetics. And it does not say the shade, but it's just black. And we're just gonna actually need my mirror for this. And we're just gonna create a line to go into the black, and then we're just gonna buff it out. So you see how I did right there? Now I'm just gonna take this black, same black I was using earlier, and just buff it out. And then just make sure to blend that black out. Should have blended that black out. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see that. And that's pretty much what the eye looks like at the end. And then now I gotta do that same thing to the other side. So the other side actually looks a lot better. So this is more kind of what you want to go for on the other side. Just kind of like thin line this. See, this one was a little bit too thick. This one is pretty much just the correct size line. But like, hey, can any of us really ever get our eyeliner even the first time? No. So we're just gonna take that same black brush and buff that out. Okay, now I'm gonna start on the face before I do lashes or eyebrows or anything. I usually do that stuff at the end. We're just gonna start on the face. Okay, put that back away. And I'm gonna take this Mary Kay Time Wise Luminous Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Ivory 2. And I'm just add a little bit of that. And a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade Classic Ivory. It's actually a new tube. We're just gonna add some of that. We're just going to be mixing these two foundations together because one of them is just too oily, one of them is just too dry, and I have very combination skin, and so I just need a little bit of both, and together they make the perfect shade, perfect everything for me. I'm just going to add this onto my face and get some coverage going. And I am one of those girls who has freckles but does not particularly love my freckles. And this does the job. It covers them up pretty well. I mean, obviously, no foundation is really going to cover up all your freckles. But I think for pretty affordable foundations, these are really good about being full coverage. For sure. And so I'm just gonna kind of makes me look like a ghost a little bit before I put concealer or anything on. I'm just gonna take that off my hand with a makeup wipe. I'm just gonna go under this area, under my eyelid, where I got a bunch of eyeshadow going on. But I do not want. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm just going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Honey. And I'm going to put that on my forehead. I pretty much do like some lines, because when you buff it out, it all looks the same. Put a line down my nose, my chin. Then I have a little friend over here that I don't particularly want to look at all day. And then I'm going to take my damp Real Technique sponge, and you can just get that at the drugstore, like Target, Walgreens, Walmart, whatever, really. I'm just going to take that and start buffing out my concealer. I cannot help but make the weirdest faces when I buff out my concealer or put on mascara. I make weird faces when I do my makeup. But you know, the thing is we do for our makeup. Am I right? Make sure I get in those crevices. Don't want any weird spots. Then I'm going to take that same Luxie brush that I used earlier and that same Kat Von D Levitation powder. You can just powder those so I don't look oily. Now we're going to go in under the eyes with that same concealer. I just draw a triangle. It doesn't really matter what shape you do, honestly. I know that so many people are cringing about how I draw this concealer on, but, you know. Got a little bit in my hair. It's kind of crazy. I used to apply concealer with just a regular sponge. Didn't have any real shape to it. It was like 50 cents at Walgreens. And I didn't get it wet. I didn't do anything really with it. And I just used it, and honestly, it makes such a difference using a higher quality, like, it's not like obviously like really expensive sponge or anything, but it makes all the world's difference. Having some shape, having some edges, and getting it damp really helps. And so I just added some baby powder on there to bake with. It's just regular baby powder that I keep in like a Tupperware container. And now I am going to do my brows. So for brows, I use the NYX Tame and Frame, Tinted Brow Pomade. I use the shade Espresso. Sorry, I don't know that stuff. Anyways, it kind of reminds me of like the Anastasia Dip Brow, but it works just as well for me, honestly, and it's definitely a fraction of the cost. And it lasts me a long time. Like, I bought this one maybe in December, and I have not had to replace it yet. And I'm crazy about my brows, so again, I'm going to use my mirror. My trusty little mirror. I got it from like Dollar General. And I'm just going to fill in the brows. And what I do is I line under. And then I line over. And then I fill it in. Fill in the little hairs at the front, and then I go in with a spoolie. It's actually the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, but I ran out and they never have my color, so I still use the spoolie. Just fill in the front, go over it, make sure I don't have any sparse areas. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Just simple. I have kind of like well shaped brows to begin with. Like I like the shape of my eyebrow. I pretty much go off the same shape. I just don't really like how thin they are per se. Like I really don't like how thin this is and how like kind of it's not light. It's like darker. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like fades into my face and this more stands out. And I like it that way. So I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other brow. And they're never even. My eyebrows are definitely sisters and not twins. You know how hard it is to dip into this thing with your right hand? Oh, and the brush I'm using is just a flat pencil brush by Morphe. I'll link the Morphe brushes I have below because I know these have names. I just don't know the names of them. But I will link the set of brushes I have below. Because I hate when YouTubers are just like, oh, it's a flat brush by Morphe, and like you don't know what flat brush it is. Like it could be a completely different flat brush. And that's pretty much all there is to that. Fill in a little bit of this area real quick because it is sparse. Sounds so weird. I don't know why I said it like that. There we go with my eyebrows. Now it's time to wipe away that bakage with just that same Luxie brush. Now it's time for bronzing and contouring, which I know, trust me, I know so many people are not for the contouring. They think it's false advertising. I hate when guys say that. But anyways, I like to contour. It just makes my face look slimmer. Obviously, I'm about that life, but I'm going to just take, for bronzing, I'm going to take this shade right here, and it's Subconscious in the Kat Von D palette. I'm just going to put this all over my face. Which I know is not correct, but I must still do it, because that's the way I've been doing my makeup. So there's that. And now to contour, I'm going to go in with the same brush. And this brush is, again, by Morphe. It's just a flat, angled brush. And I'm actually, okay, I love my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I got this palette over a year ago. I got 2 years ago. And it is obviously very loved. I started out using this shade, had to go to this shade, ended up with this shade. And then it was time for Christmas, and so I asked for another shade and light palette, obviously, and this shade fell out. But it still is my favorite shade to contour with, because once you start doing something, you can't get away from it. And so I still grabbed this old, nasty Kat Von D palette, and I contour with that shade. Just a line there. Line here, and a line here, and a line there. No, but seriously, like, if you don't know what to contour with, if you are new to contouring, if you don't really know where to begin, I highly suggest the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. Like, it is expensive, don't get me wrong. But if you are looking to invest in your bronzer or contour shade and you want a powder contour shade, that is definitely what I would go with. It's the best that I've come across so far. I've used the NYX one. I've used just several other bronzers, and none of them work as well for me as the Kat Von D one does. So I'm just gonna, I look very pale on camera, I just realized this. And so now I'm gonna go in with the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Jelly. It's Pink Escape is the color. It's just a blush. I'm going to go in with this Luxie 514 blush brush. I love saying that. It's pink at the end. It's a pretty nice brush. I like it. Then you just dust over your cheeks with it. And I have a lot of natural rosiness to my cheeks, so I can't necessarily put a lot of blush on, or else your girl starts looking a little crazy. Like this is a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. We're just going to go back over that with this brush, this big kabuki brush, and just kind of do that, because I don't want to look crazy. And now I'm going to go in with this big fan brush. And I'm going to highlight with the Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. I love this color. It's my favorite highlighter. Actually, I'm not going to use this fan brush. I am going to use this brush because I've been using that fan brush for a while. I'm going to go ahead and spray this with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Setting Spray while I talk to you guys. But anyways, I've been using that fan brush for a while, and it works pretty well. It's just this, I feel like I can spray it, I can really get like a better shine going and have more of just like a, not a wet look on my cheeks, I don't want to say that, but more of just like an even, like, you guys know what I mean, just more of a glow instead of like a shimmer. Because that's really what I'm going for in my highlight, not more of like a, whoa, here's some shimmer, right? And so that's more what I'm going for, and I feel like I just get that better with this tapered, triangle-y brush. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, I get really happy about my highlight. I'm just going to spray again real quick. And just go in again for the other cheek. Who is she? She is cute. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Now I'm going to go in on my nose. And a lot of girls, I see you like with your nose highlight, and it's cute. You're just like, it's just your whole nose. And I'm just like, I cannot do that to myself. So I'm going to go in with this smaller brush. It's like, it's by Morphe, obviously. It's kind of the same shape as the other one, just in like an eye brush. I'm going to spray that. I love Champagne Pop, but it gets kind of intense if I try to use it on like my brow bone, my inner corner, my everything, right? So I'm going to go in with this glow kit. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills glow kit. And I'm going to go in with the shade Snow. It's this lightest one right here. I'm just going to go in, put some on my brow bone. And some on my inner corner. And that is all for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started on my lashes. And today I'm just going to first coat my lashes with this Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. And it's in the shade Black. And I'm just going to run this over my lashes really quick. Just like this. And then you can't even really see that. I am a drama queen. I love drama lashes. So I'm going to go in with these velour lashes. And these are... I don't have the box anymore. I'm sorry. Anyways, I don't know. But they're really nice. I'll link them below. I love them. And I'm just going to use the strip lash adhesive. The Kiss strip lash adhesive. In the clear. Okay. Gonna take the first one, and I probably do not put these on correctly. Like, I am a mess when I put on fake eyelashes, but I love them, so I'm gonna just keep doing me. And my goodness, girl. Okay, we're just gonna put this on. I do need my mirror again for this. I love this mirror. It's pretty great. Again, I'm pretty sure it was like $1, but I don't use any kind of like device for this. I see people with like their fancy lash devices. I sometimes use tweezers. I don't really know where my tweezers are right now. I found them. They're in my little cup over here. Here they are. I sometimes just use these to get the inner corner on. She can be difficult. And they're there. Like, if you can't tell, these are like drama mama lashes, right? And we all love to have a little drama in our life sometimes. Mom's just like every day. It's true. And then I'm gonna go do the other set. And so that's the other set. I'll zoom you guys in. I'll move you guys closer so that you can really see how quite dramatic these are. There's our eye look that we did. And now we're gonna do bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go in with this little, just looks like this. And I'm gonna just put this purple shade that we were using earlier on it. And I'm gonna just buff that out kind of on the lower lash line. Okay. Now I am going to do, I'm going to take this CoverGirl Clump Crusher by Lash Blast in the shade Black, and we're just going to put that on our bottom lash line. Oh my gosh. So I like to keep my bottom lash line a little bit more subtle. I just don't feel like having as much drama down there. And then what lip color should we do, guys? I think I'm going to do the lip color that I do all the time, which is just Lolita by Kat Von D. I can't live without this lip color. It is my absolute favorite. I love it so much. It's been lasting me for a while. I bought this in January. I'm still pretty full. I wear this at least twice a week. It's the best lip color. It's really just more of like, okay, on me, it's like a brownish, pinkish, mauvish color, right? On my mom, it's very dark brown. On my sister, it's kind of purpley. It's different on every skin tone. But it looks beautiful on everyone I've seen it on. It looks great. I love it. It works for everybody. Whether you're fair, like the fairest of all, or you're very, very dark, it will work great for you. So this is pretty much my look. I'm going to take my hair down and show you guys. So this is pretty much just the look I did today. I love it. I do it all the time. It's super fun, super quick. It only took me about 30 minutes to do. I know that's not super quick for some people, but for a full glam, it's pretty quick. I love it. I hope you guys loved it. Let me know in the comments if you guys liked this video. If you did like this video, subscribe, comment, like it. If you didn't like this video, I'm really sorry, but come back because I'm going to do more. And thank you guys. Bye!